Hi all, just a quick one today. I just got home from the Alliance Games Regional of December 2023. Happened to take first place with Mannadium, so I thought I'd do a bit of a deck profile. Uh, so we'll get right into it. So we've got Fenrir package with Skakel Kashtira. Fenrir was glued to my hand all day. Love to see it. It's engine, gotta play it. Planets, Polar Rhino. Sometimes you only open planets and then you have no way to get to Visas, so this is mandatory. 2 Ragphobia, 3 Calarium, pretty standard. Mannadium cards, 3 Meek, 3 Arium Heart, 2 Visas, pretty normal. 3 Reichardt, and then 2 Arrival. So when I was building this list, I wanted it to be as consistent as possible. And in the build up to this event, I used to be siding out 1 Arrival, 1 Reichardt, and even 1 Planet, which was a big mistake, I think, because you get a lot of value out of threatening this card, out of Arrival, bring back Visas, linking off, as we'll see. It's too important not to include it. Even going second, like I never sided this out because it plays around Nib, it's always extension, especially with the extra deck that I'll get to. 2 Obsidian, I usually side one of these out. I'll do siding patterns after. Reframing, you have to play it. It's, in my opinion, the reason to be on the deck. It's too strong. 1 of Rhoda, gotta see it. And then on to non-engine. So we've got 3 Imperm, 3 Ash. I am on hand traps. Wasn't really feeling that, you know, talents plus droplet was doing enough, especially since I've cut Samsara. So this is my hand trap lineup for the main deck. Shoutouts to JoJo's ASMR or top deck for this hand trap ratio. I really like it. It's been working well. Covers all your bases. You don't see too many of what you don't need. And then 1 talents and 1 called by. So this is 41 cards. Uh, this is as much as I could trim it down. I wouldn't go any lower. I wouldn't go any higher. My theory is that, I want it to be as consistent as possible. I want to see called by. I want to see talents, but I have to have them in the deck. Like, this is probably the 41st card, but everybody plays into it. You can't not anymore. And with the side deck as well, it works. We'll do extra deck next. 2 Lightheart. This gets impermed, veiled. You can either go battle, swing it, Visas pop, Obsidian pop, and then relink it. Like it's follow up, mandatory, and that's why I keep 2 planet in. We'll do pretty standard 2 Astrolaud, which is good. Cross Sheep comes up a lot. Did a cool play against Dragostapelia, chain block against Phantasme and other stuff. Synchro 10s, we've got Baron Dispater, and the ways to get to Dispater, Crimson Dragon, and Excel. Pretty good. 1 SP. Trisocta Amritara, great engine cards. And then more on the access code package. Usually I'm going through cross sheep first to get to access code, otherwise literally all the other links are dark, unfortunately. But the reason that dark is here is that there's a lot of good targets floating around. Sometimes you need that extra body, sometimes you need to link off a nib token and bring something out. Came up a few times today. Unicorn, also mandatory going for lethal. The way I won most of my games is I actually think I won maybe 2 die rolls out of the 6-round event. So most of the time I was going second, and it was just, play through the interruptions, get to access code plus 3k, and that's it. So it's good for baiting out stuff, and it worked well for me. And then side deck. So kind of generic board breakers. Pancratops, I think, like best card of the format. Beats over SP, trades into floodgates, trades into anything you want. Really good. Cosmic. This was Ghost Ogre, and then today I just decided to put in Cosmic because there's Runic float around. It's good against Fire Kings. It's good against different stun decks with a bigger event, I'd kind of expect there to be more of that. I didn't see it today, but if I did, I would have been happy to. Then we've got a thrust package, so 2 thrust, Featherstorm, Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, evenly matched, and Herald of the Abyss. So this is Pearly. Thrusting for evenly matched is so good. Good against Fire Kings, good against Vanquish Soul when they go to draw 1, good against Chimera, when they draw phase, Mirror Sword, Night's End. Just thrust for evenly. It's too easy. Or it baits an Ash, and then, that's one interruption out of the way. And then going first, thrust targets. I expected a lot of Pearly, so D-Barrier would have been good, but this never came up. 2 DD Crow for Pearly, Telements, and other decks against Vanquish Soul. DD Crow the Raisin, you didn't get to add anything off Jialong, and then I just won from there. And then I do side 2 extra deck cards, Gagaga, have to play it, and Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller comes up a lot, Unchained, Telements, even some decks where you want to avoid Super Poly or just add to the end board, or sometimes Dark just isn't good, so you side out for Abyss Dweller. Yeah, and that's about it. So kind of siding patterns I usually do is I usually do take out the 2 Veiler unless it's or whatever hand traps are bad. Let's assume it's Veiler isn't good into the matchup. Rhoda goes out, reframing, 1 Obsidian, and Polar Rhino goes out. It's nice to see, but not mandatory. So then this gives you, at minimum, 6 cards that you can side in, not including extra decks, so maybe you need to replace these hand traps, maybe not. But generally, it's these going in. Pancratops, Double Talents, and 3. So, just cards that trade more than 1 for 1 instead of, this engine that kind of leads you to win more. Yeah, that's about it. If we want a combo tutorial, can do that. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed. Good luck.